Book review: Shadow Relics, The Forgotten Ship, Pound 2 by Terry Mixon and J.N. Chaney. Genre: science fiction, space opera, action adventure. Shadow Relics, the second installment in the Forgotten Ship series by Terry Mixon and J.N. Chaney, builds upon the fast-paced, high-stakes universe introduced in Book 1 and expands it with more danger, deeper lore, and stronger character dynamics. If you're a fan of witty rogues, ancient alien mysteries, and pulse-bounding galactic adventures, this novel delivers the kind of sci-escapism that grips hard and doesn't let go. Plot summary: in this adrenaline-charged sequel to The Forgotten Ship, authors Terry Mixon and J.N. Chaney take readers deeper into an expansive galaxy filled with ancient mysteries, dangerous adversaries, and one relentless thief who refuses to give up. After narrowly surviving one-way trip through an unstable alien gateway, Drake and Yukiko find themselves stranded on the far edge of the galaxy, light years from Earth, and light centuries from any hope of returning. The alien network that brought him here, built by the enigmatic race known only as those who came before, required the energy of supernova to function. That kind of celestial event is rare and unpredictable. So is survival out here in the unknown. But Drake isn't one to sit still and accept defeat, determined to find way home, or die trying. He turns his attention to scavenging lost alien technology, the kind buried in deep space ruins or hoarded by private collectors, pirates, and planetary elites. The problem? This knowledge is guarded fiercely, often with guns, contracts, or worse. The solution: Drake's particular set of skills: deception, infiltration, and theft. Drake has always been good at taking what he wants. Now he just has to do it on a galactic scale, with more risk, more enemies, and fewer allies than ever before, together with Yukiko, whose engineering brilliance keeps their ship flying and their mission alive. They begin dangerous hunt for shadow relics, remnants of alien technology left behind by the vanished architects of the gate system. Each relic brings them one step closer to understanding the network that stranded them, and one step deeper into a web of conflict between powerful factions who would kill to possess it. As they slip through the shadows of this new galaxy, Drake and Yukiko face hostile alien species, rogue AI security systems, and collectors with secrets even deadlier than the relics they hide. Every job is puzzle. Every clue leads to more danger. And every success raises the question: what happened to those who came before? And why did they leave all this behind? Is their way home, or is the truth about the gate system more terrifying than being lost, stranded on the edge of the universe? The book opens with Drake and Yukiko, our central duo, trapped far beyond known space, drop their via decaying alien portal system powered by now extinct supernova. The network, crafted by an ancient and mysterious civilization known as those who came before, was their ticket across the galaxy. But it was one-way trip, with the no more stars conveniently exploding on command. There's no clear way back. This desperate setup immediately places shadow relics into survival territory, but it never falls into hopelessness. That's thanks to Drake, our snarky, endlessly adaptable protagonist, whose response to being stranded is to rob, hack, or charm his way to solution. Yukiko, ever the pragmatic engineer, is his brilliant counterpart, often the only thing standing between Drake and fiery death. Together, they decide the only way to get back home is to gather more information and technology left behind by the vanished aliens. The problem? That tech is scattered across space and jealously guarded by collectors, cartels, and rival explorers who'd rather shoot first and hoard later. The solution? Drake's specialty: taking things that don't belong to him. Heist-fueled sci-mystery. Where the first book leaned into discovery and escape, Shadow Relics is about infiltration and recovery. It's essentially sci-heist novel dressed in space opera clothes. Drake and Yukiko infiltrate alien vaults, barter with shady interstellar factions, and outwit competitors with deadly intentions. There are multiple action set pieces throughout the novel, ranging from tense shipboard skirmishes to deadly ruins filled with puzzles and traps. And each one is handled with cinematic edge. One of the strengths of Mixon and Chaney's collaboration is their knack for balancing action with plot progression. The book never feels like it's stalling. Every encounter either reveals more about the ancient alien tech or complicates Drake's and Yukiko's already precarious position. As they gather relics and clues, broader galactic picture begins to form. One that suggests those who came before may not have vanished by accident, and their technology might be far more dangerous than anyone imagined. This thread of mystery running beneath the surface adds compelling narrative depth to what could have otherwise been series. Disconnected action scenes. Instead, each mission or skirmish layers more intrigue and builds momentum toward bigger revelation. By the midpoint, readers aren't just invested in whether Drake and Yukiko survive. They're eager to find out what really happened to the ancient architects of the gate system. Characters who stick. Drake Loken continues to be one of the most enjoyable characters in modern sci-adventure. He's part Han Solo, part Nathan Drake. Charming, cunning, and just reckless enough to keep readers on edge. But there's also emotional growth here. His wisecracking persona isn't just for flair. It masks trauma and loneliness, both of which are explored with subtlety. This isn't man on quest to be hero. He's survivor trying to do impossible. That alone makes him compelling. Yukiko shines in her own right. She's no sidekick. As the engineer who keeps their ship running and often their mission on track, she brings logic, emotional steadiness, and some of the book's smartest solutions. The dynamic between her and Drake evolves beyond simple banter into layered partnership defined by mutual respect, unresolved tension, and just enough vulnerability to hint at deeper feelings. It's a romance novel, but the emotional stakes are high enough to satisfy readers looking for connection in the chaos. Secondary characters are introduced with just enough detail to serve the story without dragging down the pacing. Few particularly rival scavengers and alien information brokers leave strong impression, and you get the sense that some may return in future installments. Possibly as enemies, possibly as uneasy allies. Worldbuilding, deep and dangerous. What truly elevates Shadow Relics is its sense of scale. The galaxy beyond the gate isn't just an empty stretch of stars. It's frontier filled with uncharted threats, derelict ships, corrupt syndicates, and hostile planetary governments. Each new setting feels distinct and alive, whether it's black market tech bazaar orbiting dead moon or booby-trapped alien ruin left to rot in deep space. The relics themselves are treated with reverence and mystery. They're not just MacGuffins for the plot. They represent knowledge, power, and danger. Mixon and Chaney avoid the trope of over-explaining their alien civilization. Instead, they leave just enough breadcrumbs to keep readers guessing, theorizing, and for the next book. Pacing and prose. Pacing is tight, even at 400 plus pages. Chapters fly by, and the prose is clean and accessible. Dialogue is especially strong, with Drake's sarcastic inner monologue providing both levity and insight. The humor never undermines the stakes, but it does keep the tone enjoyable even during darker moments. That said, few action sequences can feel slightly repetitive by the third or fourth escape from a hostile station moment. But they're never poorly written, and they always contribute to character or plot. The book's greatest strength is that it never lets you get bored. Final thoughts. Shadow Relics is space opera done right. Fast, fun, and full of high-stakes danger and mystery. It deepens the lore of the series while keeping the focus on its unforgettable characters. Drake and Yukiko continue to be a duo worth rooting for in the overarching mystery of the alien gate network. Compelling, whether you're here for the action, the tech, or the characters, this book delivers on all fronts. Rating 4.55.